All right. Good evening, everybody. Amanda Cisneros here with the great Miss Lidia Flores out of San Antonio. I'm so excited. This is going to be my second interview with the New Mexico radio station. I'm so excited to be interviewing another female Tejano artist, another female music artist. I'm so super excited. Miss Lidia, thank you so much for joining us this evening. It's just me and you, girl. It's just me and you tonight.
And I am so happy to be here tonight.
Awesome, awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it because, like you said, you're an open book, and I stay ready. I got my notes and my questions, and I want to make sure the people who are logging on to the I think we're on Facebook, we're on the live stream. Make sure you guys leave your comments, whatever questions that you have for Miss Lydia. We're gonna be reading the comments throughout the interview, so make sure you ask questions. If there's something that you want to know about Miss Lydia, what she's got going on, please make sure you ask those questions in the comments. And any shout outs and things like that, definitely let us know. We'll go ahead and get those taken care of. So, all right, Miss Lydia. So, again, my name is Amanda. Thank you so much for coming on the show. I really do appreciate that. So, my first question for you is, how did you get started in music, and what were your early influences?
My early influences were both my stepfather and my biological father, both musicians. My stepdad was a drummer, and he used to play drums with a lot of the conjunto bands back in the days, when I was growing up. And then my dad is also a musician. My dad plays guitar, acoustic guitar, and he plays it very well. So visits to my dad's were always fantastic, outside, gather around the family. Dad would bring his guitar out and I would start singing. So we had a really good time. Those are my two influences were both my stepdad and my dad. And I've been singing since I can remember at a very early age. Even with my uncles when I was growing up, I had several uncles that were also very good at guitar playing, and my grandfather as well. So music was always in the family.
I love that. That's awesome that you started out really early and you had really good influences, right? You know, your stepdad and your dad, that is amazing. One's a drummer, one's a guitarist. And so, do you play any musical instruments?
I don't. I
Okay,
try,
you just got the voice.
but I couldn't. So, I would still like to, if I could get to learn it, I would like to play guitar, but it just, no, I couldn't do it.
Yes, absolutely. Hey, you got a good voice, and it's taken you this far, so you're doing something right. So that's really good. So, can you tell me a little bit about the journey and that led you to being nominated for the Pura Vida and Guadalupe Awards?
Well, I first recorded the Hano music. Back in 2012, I recorded my first album, which wasn't released until 2023 because of copyrights and all that. I didn't know how to
Mm-hmm.
do any of this stuff. So I just released that Tejano and country album, which is The
Okay.
Wildflower, and it's out on all digital.
Yes.
I wrote other songs on that album. I wrote country music, I wrote Tejano music, and it was all arranged by Anthony Hernandez, which is one of those dudes. And so it became my journey into Tejano. And so I've always sang Tejano. I've had a lot of good influences by the female artists in the Tejano industry back in the 90s,
Yes.
and Nina, Shelly, it's like everybody. So I used to sing their songs all the time. So just me falling into the Tejano industry at that time was just, it was a fantastic journey for me. And that's when I started performing here in San Antonio. I performed a lot at the Cadillac Bar, at the Market Square, and just, festivals and things like that.
Awesome, awesome. So it's funny that you mentioned the wildflower because that was actually going to be my next question. What does being called? Because I think your Instagram is under the wildflower, correct? So, and if you
Uh-huh.
don't mind, I want obviously throughout this, I want to be able to make sure that we promote your Instagram pages and your Facebook. So we'll definitely, I'll see if I can type them in the chat. That way, we can get them displayed and we can get you some good following on those platforms. But what does being called the wildflower represent for
Well, for
you
me,
and for your music?
of course, I started calling myself the Wildflower or naming myself the Wildflower back in 2012
Okay.
because last name, which is Lidia Flores, which flowers. And so wildflower spreads. And so
Yes.
this is what I want. I want to send out messages. I want people to listen to my music. So it's like a wildflower that spreads everywhere. So that
Yes, absolutely.
that
I
name.
love that. I love that interpretation, how you took that, the wildflower, flores, flower, and wild, and that's how, when I was going through your Facebooks and your Instagrams and seeing what I could find on you, I could see that. I could see the wildflower in you. I could feel your presence, right? Watching you dance. And I just love that. I love how you interpreted the wildflower, and that definitely does suit you very, very well.
Thank you.
So as a multi-genre artist, how do you decide what style or sound for a particular song? Because you said you write most of your music, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So how
Um,
does how do you decide what sound goes with for because you're multi-genre,
yes.
Tejano, country.
Yes. Everything pop music as well.
Yeah.
Latin. Um, each time I write a song, uh, I have a vision for it, and I sing it. When I write it, I already know where I want the music to go, more or less. So take this with the person that's going to arrange my beats or arrange my music, and I just sing it, and
Yeah.
that's where it starts coming to life.
Yes.
And and I believe that that's the first part. That's the first part. Putting in first the lyrics, and then how you want this song to sound, and what
Yes.
you want this song to bring to people, what do you want them to feel when they hear it. So that's that, to me, that's very important.
Yes, absolutely. So that just comes along with, that is your almost, your songwriting process. You want to
Yes.
feel it, you want to make sure that you're staying true to yourself, you're staying true to your music, you're staying true to your sound. That's
Yes.
amazing. I love that. I love that. So is there anything that you want to tell, or anything, a story that, you went through your music career that was maybe inspirational for you to continue to in your music career?
Yes, well, through my music career, it's been hard. It's not easy, especially to be an independent artist, to write your own songs, to
Mm-hmm.
somebody to put the music in them, to put these beats. It's very difficult. And so, a lot of people don't understand and might not appreciate, when you bring that music to life, but then they don't understand everything, that the process that you had to go through just to create that one song,
Yeah.
and to an artist to hear that song on the radio or hearing it played, it just
Yeah.
means a lot to you, because it's a part of you. It's
Yes.
something that you took the time to write and to inspire, and this is what helps us to keep going.
Yes.
When you start having people as fans, and you start having people follow you, and you start people telling you, oh, your song is beautiful, and that gives you the motivation to keep on going you
Yes.
know
That's amazing story. Yes, and again, I just feel like you feel your music. You're very passionate.
yes.
Obviously, a lot of musicians are, but you are
Hmm.
very passionate about your music. The way you speak on how you write your songs and how you feel it, and how the writing process is for you and the inspiration for you. I love that. That's amazing. So, is there a particular song that just you're especially proud of?
This new one, I like the country song. It means country song means a lot, because of loved ones that have passed on, and it wasn't about to be romantic, although it sounds romantic. But in my feelings, it was more for the loved ones that passed away, and sometimes you miss them. So I love the country songs. But this new song, "Follow," um, it's about whatever you want it to be. There's a certain
Mhm.
person, there's a certain being that you think of when you're going through hard times, and you
Yeah.
think of that particular person or being. It could be God, it could be your mother, it could be your siblings, somebody, somebody special. and you think about that person, then you go into relax mode and like self-care. And so this song Follow is really about that. It's not supposed to be a romantic song. It's about what you feel when you uh, remember a certain person or
Wow.
something. When you're going through a hard time and you say, wow, I'm just going to reflect, close my eyes. I'm just going to go back to a really special place and time and remember this person. And so I really, really love this song. It's a new song. It just came out this Monday. And so
Oh my gosh.
it's
Awesome. So
fairly
where can they download this song? Where can they hear this song that you
everywhere.
just
It's on all
released?
digital platforms. It's on YouTube. It's on Spotify. It's everywhere, and I just love this
And
song.
what would they search? The Lydia Flores,
Lydia Flores.
Wildflower. What how would they search it to look for it?
Lydia Flores, and topic on YouTube, and Lydia Flores music. I have another YouTube channel
Uh-huh.
that I upload all my performances wherever I've been, festivals and parties, everywhere that I've sang, or even, sometimes I sing here at home and I decide to record myself. And so this is where you find performances. It's on Lydia Flores music on YouTube, but all digital and all the music that I actually put out by the distribution would be Lidia Flores topic on YouTube and then in all digital platforms.
Awesome, awesome. So I am live on TikTok right now, Miss Lydia. Do you have a TikTok? Do you get on TikTok? Because I see your YouTube, but I don't know.
Yes,
I don't know if I found you on TikTok yet.
yes, I have Lidia Flores 87 is my TikTok. And yes, definitely, I would love people to follow me because I do want to start going live and
Yes.
singing live and all of that. So
So
yes,
y'all heard
definitely.
her. She wants to go live on TikTok. Lydia Flores 87. She's a multi-genre Tejano artist, country artist, pop artist out of San Antonio, Texas. Guys, she's local. She's been in the business for a while. She's had some great inspiration, some great songs. The one that we just talked about, what was the name of it? Follow.
Follow.
The
I'll
name of
follow.
it's Follow. You can find her music on all digital platforms. This song just came out on Monday, just released. Make sure you go and show this young lady some love. Show her some love on TikTok because I want to see her go live.
Oh,
We'll go live
yes.
together and we'll start dancing.
Mm.
Awesome, awesome. So, how do you feel about the like your representation as being a woman and this Tejano multi-genre industry? Do you feel like your how do you feel about your representation in the industry?
I feel that I blended perfectly. I also feel that I can bring a lot to the table. There's
Yes,
still a lot to do. There's still a lot to do in the Tejano industry. We need more collaboration. I would love to do some collaborations. There is a lot of great talent out there, a lot of young ladies that I just love their voices, just love
yes,
their voices. And, if we can combine instead of, there's a lot, everybody just does individual, but if we start combining voices and start getting together and start recording things together, we can do a lot for the industry. I
Ab-
believe that.
absolutely. The Latina woman is a force to be reckoned with, let me tell you. And then a
Yes,
Latina
yes.
woman that is in the music industry because they are so passionate. I unfortunately do not have any skills in music or singing or instruments or anything like that, but I witnessing and being around the Tejano music industry for so long because I come from a family of six sisters,
Oh,
four
wow.
of which are older than me, and three of which who were really big and are still in big into the Tejano industry. My parents and my mom and dad listened to it, but I think my big influence in the Tejano industry and the music industry was from my sisters. So again, once we get our voice, once we, are saying, hey, listen to us, let's collaborate, let's get these women together because like you said it perfectly. The Tejano industry, there's still a lot to do that, a lot of people are like, oh, this is going on with Tejano because we need to come together. We need to work
Yes,
together. If we work together, we're a force to be reckoned with. And the women and the Latina women in the Tejano industry are where it's going to start happening.
yes.
That's awesome. So, any experiences that you've had, when you were traveling, something that just kind of touched your heart, or something that was like, wow, this is why I'm going to continue on this music path?
Um, I like to do a lot of fundraisers, and this
Hmm.
past year during December, I took a trip to a Christmas show. It was going to be a parade, and they were giving away bikes, and I did two of these shows, and it was for children, and that really touches my heart. When I go out there, and I mean, you can sing to adult people all the time, but when you go out there and you see the kids and they're around you and they're dancing and having a good time, and you see their smiles and you see their laughter and they're having fun, I think to me that is the best thing ever.
Absolutely. And that your story just kind of leads up to a story that how I met Henry, from New Mexico radio station, because I host a lot of um, drives. I do, whether it's toy drives or food drives, Thanksgiving drives, school drives. So this last year was my fourth annual toy distribution. And that's how I ended up getting connected with Henry. I guess I was doing an interview with another radio station. They were interviewing me, and I was talking about it. He was on the live and reached out to me and said, hey, I want to interview you. I want to see what you're doing in Houston, because he wants to
Oh,
bring that to New Mexico. He wants to be able to put on an event to where we're giving back to the community, because we can do what we do every day, but it's not going
yes.
to matter one bit unless your voice touches another person, unless your
eh,
voice and what you're doing is going to make a difference in your community. And I've always said that we can do everything we can, but if we're not touching and making a difference in our community, I'm sorry,
yes.
no one out there is going to come and help us. We got to help
No.
our own community. We got to help the Houston. We got to help San Antonio. We got to reach those little kids that
Mm-hmm.
think they don't have a voice, or maybe shy, because
Yes.
oh, I can sing, but they don't want to sing, or oh, I can play the drums, but very shy. So when they see somebody like you, a presence, especially the little girls, little
Yes.
boys, they see you and they're like, you know what? Wow, I want to do it. I want to try, right? You help them step out of their comfort zone. So that's amazing. That's awesome. That's good. So do you have any fundraisers or anything going on in the near future that you're thinking about doing, or something that, you know, you want to try to do?
I participate in many, the
Yes.
toy drives, back to school drives, things like that. My profession, I am a community health worker, which is CHW. I got my degree in college for CHW, and so I work in a community service office,
I
and
love
so
that.
I work firsthand with needy people and people that are going through struggles and things like that. And so I would love to do that. 2 years ago, I did have my own pantry during the pandemic when we had COVID. I opened up a pantry in my house or outside my house. I had a pantry box where we would fill with waters and canned goods and things like that for whoever needed it. After that, I started getting donations, and people would share their food. They would bring food and they would take food. And so my pantry, we became the pantry in the neighborhood. And I ran that pantry for 2 years until we moved. And so I've always felt it in my heart that I could do something like that. And, to raise funds, of course, I would love concerts, fundraisers where I can bring musicians. And I know all these great artists that would
Yeah.
come out, lend a helping hand, and, so people can donate canned goods, or, maybe for Thanksgiving or Christmas time when it's time of most need.
Yes.
And yeah, I definitely would see that in my future.
Awesome. Awesome. So little birdie just told me that you sang the national anthem for the Guadalupe Awards.
Ye- Yes, yes,
How
I
was
did.
that?
I was a bit nervous at first, but then I just let my voice take control of the whole
Yeah.
situation, and it came out perfect. I
Awesome. Awesome.
did the whole week for that, and I stopped drinking cold beverages, hot beverages. I just, just took care of my voice that whole week, just so that everything to come out smoothly.
Awesome, awesome. So I think Joshua just posted your links for your YouTube. Thank you, Joshua, for posting her YouTube link and the TikTok link. Lidia Flores 87 on TikTok for all my TikTokers that are on my live right now. Make sure you follow Miss Lidia Flores. And then her YouTube is youtube.b. I'll put it in the comments on my TikTok because
Yeah,
I won't be
I
able to
have
say it on
knows it's Lidia Flores Music.
Lidia
That's where I
Flores Music.
my performances. And then there's Lidia Flores Topic. That one is by the distributor that actually distributes the recordings.
Wow, wow. Okay. So do you, I don't know if, because Henry had an emergency, he wasn't able to get on the show. So I don't know if we have any music of yours, but I know since you have a voice, I don't know if you want to put a little note for us together, sing something a cappella, maybe a
Oh
little
yeah.
piece of your country, the
Uh,
follow, or I don't know.
uh,
Seems
uh,
like you're putting,
yeah, I didn't have anything prepared, but
I
yeah,
know.
I can do a little something.
I know. She's like, dang it, you put me on the spot, Amanda.
Yeah, I'm just, I can sing so many songs. It's just like when that happened, I don't know, which one to sing.
Yeah, I know. It's the decision to make to pick one. So while you think about that, what do you want your listeners to take away when they listen to your music? What do you want them to take away after they listen to maybe the song The Follow, or just any one of your songs? What do you want them to take away from them?
Uh, Take away, I would say um, that everything that I write comes from my heart. Uh, I want to touch people and kind of for them to relate with what the song is saying. I
Yeah.
put a lot into my lyrics, and sometimes change my lyrics around or make sure that the song is going to send the right message.
Yes.
Just like this song, Follow. Um, I hope it inspires. It
Yes.
inspires, when you're going through a hard time and calm down and
Inspiration. Yes.
something beautiful. Think of something other than whatever you're going through because everything is going to pass. Sometimes we overthink, sometimes we get overwhelmed, and then the next day something happens and everything's fine. And so sometimes we do that to ourselves. We need to sometimes just let our mind say, you know what, I'm going to relax. I'm going to put it in the higher, it has somebody's hands and just in God's hands,
Yeah.
and just sleep on it because believe it or not, miracles happen, things
Yes.
happen, and the next day everything's fine, and you're wow, I did all
Yeah.
that thinking, and I did all that worrying for
For nothing.
nothing.
Yes. I'm a firm believer that everything plays out the way it's supposed to.
Yes.
I've learned that over the last few years is just I have to let whatever situation that I'm going through in life, it has to be what it is. It has to. I can't stress, I can't worry because in the end it's gonna, like you said, it's gonna be okay.
Mhm.
So I think also I read on a article, and then Miss La Joya just told me that you have twin girls that are also musically inclined.
Yes.
I think I
Well,
saw a
one of
picture of them. They're pretty tall.
Ye- Yes, one of them sings very beautifully. She did have choir in high school, and she also took music. She knows how to play the keyboard. She knows how to play guitar, and so her voice is beautiful. It's fresh, and she's very shy. So I'm just getting her started on going out there, doing a little karaoke, getting comfortable with the microphone and people around her, and it seems like it's working because she's getting used to it, and I
Yes.
want that because her voice, her ability compared to mine, um she's just incredible. She's amazing.
Awesome. I'm sure you're very just ecstatic and happy to see that, the music that you hold in your heart is now being, inside your girls, inside your babies, right? And I think you also have a son that helps you out with all your recording. So
Well,
it's a family business.
my older son, Joshua, he is my manager.
Okay.
He does produce some of my music, and he does create some of the beats for my music as well. My other son, Isaac, just came into the picture. And so now he's doing my backup vocals. He also plays keyboard. He also plays guitar. So he plays guitar on that Sometimes I Miss You. And so, it's just becoming a family thing. And, we sit here, we make plans, and we put music together. I write the lyrics, and
Yes.
they do the music part, and they do the producing part, and master mixing, all that. And so I'm just very fortunate to have these kids around me, and that they're so music inclined, like they love it and they want to be a part of it. And it's crazy because nowadays it's really hard to get your kids into, oh, mom's singing. Before it was just me. Now it's
Yes.
me and them. And actually, my daughter Marissa is also doing backup vocals on some of my songs. And so it's just been amazing.
That's a blessing for sure. That sounds really good. So everybody who's tuning in on Facebook and on the online stream and on the TikTok stream, we are interviewing Miss Lidia Flores. She is a multi-genre Tejano artist, country artist, pop artist out of San Antonio, Texas. Please make sure to follow her on TikTok. We have TikTok. I'm sorry, Lidia Flores 87 on TikTok, and then she has her YouTube channel, which is Lidia Flores Topic, right? Or Lidia
Yes.
Flores on the YouTube.
Topic and Lidia Flores music on YouTube.
Topic at Lidia Flores on YouTube. So make sure you follow her, download her music. She just had a new release song, country song, correct? That just came
Yes.
out on Monday.
It's called Sometimes I Miss You. And I also have a pop song. It's called the pop song is called Forever With You and Follow.
Okay.
And then I have one, Fear of Falling in Love, which is actually about finding true love. So it
Oh. So you
yes.
guys have a lot to do tonight. You have a lot to do. You got to follow Miss Lydia on all her social media platforms, and you got to go listen to her music. Okay, so that's homework number one for everybody that's on the live, everybody that's on the Facebook. And if there's
Yes.
anybody on the live right now that has any questions for Miss Lydia, please feel free to ask them. And that way we can get those questions answered. Her links to on the Facebook, Mr. Joshua already posted them, so make sure you follow them. So there was one thing that I did want to ask is, what's next for you musically? Are there any upcoming projects or any collaborations? I know you talked about that. Was there anything upcoming that you have that you want to make sure that we know?
Well, I'm completing the pop music crossover. After that, we do have some Tejano music going forward. We do have some Tejano music that we will be recording as well. I have some more country music, and I do have a collaboration that I'm going to do. It's a country song that I'm going to do with this beautiful female artist, and so I'm really happy. I wrote the lyrics to that song as well, and so it's called the Dream. I
Dream.
I forgot. It's
Oh,
something about
girl.
my dream come true. It's called My
Yeah.
Dream Come. So
Okay.
that would be really, and I'm looking forward to it because it's gonna be my first collaboration, like singing with anybody ever. So, I'm looking forward to that. But don't take my pop music and country music. I do a lot of Tejano. I do a lot of covers. I have my own Tejano music as well that I wrote, and I'm still in the Tejano. That's my roots. I
Yeah.
grew up singing Tejano music. I grew up singing mariachi music as well. So I'm for all of it, and I
Yes.
want to do a lot of Tejano. I want to do some cumbia, so I'm getting ready to do some of that. And so this pop crossover is just kind of like getting me into, new audience and things like that. But definitely, Tejano's in my roots. I'm still gonna do Tejano. I'm still Tejano at heart.
Yes, absolutely. I think that's what we all say. We're all Tejano at heart. We listen to
Yes.
different types of
Hmm.
music. Here in Houston, I go to these different, the different venues, the different clubs, El Social, Winners, all these different places where, I get to see these Tejano artists that I remember my sisters listening to when I was little, and to see, be able to see them live and in concert. And that's another thing too that I want to mention. We can download your music all day, but whenever you perform, we need to know, right? Y'all need to be in the place, put your face in the place. Because when you're
Yeah.
there, it's a different experience. For me, live music and seeing and hearing the right there in front, it's a different experience than, yes, downloading the music. Absolutely. Go download it. Pero when you have a concert, we need to make sure we get people in front of you, right? Because it's totally different. I feel like, you put your heart and soul into this music, into your writing, so you want to make sure you have people in front of you. So that's again, Tejano's in your roots, but you're doing, a bunch of different pop and country.
Mm-hmm.
So to be able to put people in front of you and get people to one of your shows is completely different than just downloading the music for sure.
Oh yes, and I have March. I'm gonna be out in Market Square, Margarita Stage at 12:30 to 2:30, and that's going to be March the 13th. And then I have March 14th, which is the next day at the Farmers Market Stage, and that one will be from 5 to 6.
Awesome.
So I
Joshua, make sure
know,
you put that in the comments, Joshua. Ponte las
yes,
pilas, Joshua.
yes, because I always
Put
like
it in the
to
comments.
give my audience a little bit of everything, and so I'm ready for that song now. I'm gonna
Yes.
support it, 'cause I didn't even know that I wanted to do this song, but I do because I love Laura Canales. She was one of my inspirations also back in the days, and there was one particular song that I was so in love with because I've done most of hers. I've done Cuatro Caminos and all of that, but this song was really special, and I wanted to do this for Laura. Oh, gran Dios, cuánto sufro en la vida por no querer yo ser menos que nadie. Sufro mucho, mi Dios, bien lo sabes, por el amor que yo le tengo a ese querer. Ay, cuánto diera yo por la vida de antes. En cuanto a amores, a mí no me faltaba. En este mundo todo se acaba. Por eso quiero de esta vida terminar.
Oh, that was beautiful. Thank you so
You.
much for doing that, Miss Lydia. Wow. Oh my goodness. I got a lot of hearts and everything on the TikTok. Awesome. That was very beautiful. Thank you so much. I know I put you on the spot, but that
Oh,
was amazing. That was
thank
amazing. Thank you so much for doing that. Oh, wow. I'm like, ooh. Awesome, awesome. So Joshua just put on there Farmers Market, March 14th, 5 p.m. to
you.
6 p.m. This is in San Antonio. Um, and you said March 13th as well, no?
Yes, March the 13th, I will be at the Margarita stage from 12:30 to 2:30.
Margarita stage. Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for doing that acapella, throwing it down because not a lot of people can do that. And I think that's one thing that I do love about the Tejano industry and Tejano music artists is their voice is real. It's your voice. It's yours. It's like there's no auto tune. There's no
No,
nothing. It's clean. And that's what I love about the Tejano music artists is it's their heart.
yeah.
Awesome. So La Joya just told me that you were the first Tejano artist to sing at a restaurant at Sandburger.
It's actually a venue. It
Okay.
is. Sam's Burger Joint, but they have a venue in the back of the burger joint where they do all these concerts. And so usually they have country music artists and rock artists that go out there and do their shows. But I went in there, they did not expect it. I went in there and I did Tejano with a band. And so they listed me, or they wrote about me, or they wrote a review and said that I was the first, not only the first Tejano artist, but the first female Tejano artist to ever do a concert like that.
Yes, queen.
Yes. So yes,
Awesome. Oh, how did that feel to be the first female Tejano artist to play at that venue?
it felt amazing. It just felt amazing. I received the review from Sam's Burgers and telling me how much they appreciated that I went out there and gave something different, a different flavor than anything that they were used to. It's like, what can you say? Like, wow,
Yes.
I did that. That's something like for history, for and the videos are all on Lidia Flores YouTube. Go and find those videos. They're on there. They are listed at the Sam's Burger Joint. And I went out there and I did covers because the band that I got to back me up didn't know any of my original music. So they said, okay, but we have all this music that we know. So I went out there with covers. I did Ya Te Vi from Elsa Garcia. I did
Oh, okay.
I did Traidor, and just a lot of Selena as well. And Besitos en cada
Yes.
que me das, yo te quiero más y más. Todos los besitos que me has dado tú siempre están conmigo. Lo tengo aquí en mi corazón para recordarte lo mucho que me quieres tú y lo mucho que te quiero yo a ti. Necesito tus besitos cada noche, cada día. Dime, amorcito, que yo soy tu alegría. Dime, cariñito, que yo soy lo adeñado de tu corazón.
Woo, girl, you gonna make me get up and dance.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you, Miss Lydia, so much. Again, doing a little recap, we are with Lydia Flores. She is a multi-genre Tejano country, crossing over into some pop, right, music artist based out of San Antonio, Texas. Joshua put her links for her YouTube channel and her TikTok channel. Make sure you go and support her, like, share, comment, right? Because that helps the algorithm, right? And then she just
Mhm.
had some new release come out on Monday. Go ahead and tell them about the song that just came out on Monday again.
This song is called Follow. And like I was saying, this song is about when you're feeling overwhelmed or you're feeling like your life, there's stuff that you're going through. And then you have a memory or something beautiful that you think about, or this person that you remember that always brings out that good feeling in you. And so this song goes, let's get away to that special place. All you gotta do is follow, follow. Ooh, follow, follow.
That was a sneak peek. Now you guys got to go and download it, right? It's on
Yeah.
all the music outlets, social media platforms, on Spotify, iTunes, I'm sure everywhere, YouTube. Go and download it. Support this wonderful, beautiful, amazing artist based out of San Antonio, Miss Lydia Flores. We're grateful to be interviewing today. Thank you so much. It was just me and her tonight. Henry, had a family emergency, but I think we killed it. We're killing it, right, Miss Lydia?
Yes, I'm having fun.
Yes, and then y'all want, like we talked about a little bit ago, download music, share content, things like that. But she's going to be live March 13th, 12:30 to 2:30, Market Square, San Antonio, Texas, correct?
On the
Okay.
Margaret stage.
On the Margarita stage. So, make sure you go and support these artists, these local artists. Go out and be in your community, y'all. And then she's going to be there the 14th as well. Farmers
Hmm.
Market, March 14th, or or is it the same place?
Farmers Market stage, still at the Market Square from 5 to 6.
Okay, y'all heard it here. So don't say y'all didn't know. because it's in the comments, right? Go check out her Facebook, go check out her YouTube. All the information that you need to know about Miss Lidia Flores is going to be on her accounts. Follow, like, share, comment, and download her music. She's going to be live. Again, we need to put your face in the place. We need you at the concerts. We need you at the shows, right? March
Yes.
13th, Market Square, Margarita Stage, March 13th, 12:30 to 2:30. March 14th, Farmers Market, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. So you heard it here. You got to be there. You got to put your face in the place. We want to see your beautiful faces. I'm hoping to get out, and venture out San Antonio and go and see all these wonderful shows. Yeah, I want to get out of Houston and start visiting and going out further, right? And start visiting and meeting these other artists that, are not just based out of Houston. I mean, I've gotten the pleasure to be and work with a lot, and work with a lot of the Tejano artists and have fun with them, not work with them, but have fun with them. I like to do TikToks with them. So, but being able to meet them and great faces and great people like you, that her music is from her heart, y'all. Y'all saw it. She acapella, like, what? You want me to sing? Say less. She said, say less. I got you. What do you want me to sing? It took her a minute. She's like, let me think. But she nailed
Yes.
it. She gave y'all
You
a
know,
great
I have
experience tonight.
so many songs, even in my mariachi days, I was doing so many songs, from Lola Beltran, Linda Ronstadt, what's this other singer, Yolanda del Rio. There's just so many, so many. I
Yes.
even do Vicente Fernandez. He's a male, but I like Hermoso Cariño. I love that song. So
Oh, yeah. That's a beautiful song.
yes, I kind of do it all. So every time I have a show, I bring a little bit of everything. I don't
That's
bring just Tejano or just country or just pop. I blend it all in, so
yeah.
that everybody can enjoy the show.
Absolutely. That's great. Again, Miss Lydia, thank you so much for getting on today. We went over a lot. I took a lot of notes. I'm going to show you my little notes. I'm a big note taker. Look at all the notes. Yes. Because I want to know, I want to know about the Tejano artists. I want to know about you, and that's one thing that I love to do when, like I said, this is only my second interview being an interviewer. But I want to come prepared. I will research and I will find out about you and, where you came from. And then tonight, being able to ask you these questions, and the wildflower. I love that. I love it. I love it. So, is there anything that you want to leave the audience tonight? Everybody who logged on the Facebook and on the live stream, and then anybody for the TikTok followers that I have on, what do you want to leave them with?
I just want to say, go follow me. Hear my song, Follow. We are going to be putting a contest for dance challenge on TikTok. I don't know yet all the details, but we would be putting the details on TikTok. So we want to put this as a dance challenge. So anybody that can, dance that song and put it on there, and you might get a chance to win something. And we would put all the details on TikTok as soon as we know everything. But yes, go out and follow me. Also to my promoters, even my ex, all the people that have been involved.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my journey in music. La Joya's been one of them. Cristina Guerrero. Everybody that has touched my life in any way. I want to tell you that I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for anything that you've ever done for me, because it does not go unnoticed. I know you, I remember you, and I always will. Um, all my friends, my family, my new fans, my followers on Facebook, my followers everywhere. Thank you so much for the support and the love that you give me. I have a lot of more music coming up, a lot of more music. So stay tuned, follow me. There's gonna be good stuff, you know. So I just want to say hello to everybody and have a good night. And I'm looking forward for everybody to join my social medias.
Awesome, awesome. You heard it here, guys. Interview with Miss Lidia Flores, New Mexico radio station. It was just me and her tonight. We didn't have no commercials. We didn't have no music. We didn't need none of that. We handled it, right? We took care of it. We didn't need all that back end stuff, right? We did it.
Yes, yes.
Awesome, awesome. So again, Miss Lidia Flores, based out of San Antonio. I already mentioned a lot, but I'll post it in the comments for the TikTok followers, Facebook and live stream. It's in the comments. Make sure you follow her. Keep up to date with all the live shows that she's going to be doing coming up in March. Miss Lydia, it was a pleasure interviewing you. Thank you so much for making this so easy, because I was nervous when he said he wasn't going to be with us. But we did it, girl. We did it.
Yes, you
So
did
thank
it.
you. Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And I've already followed you on all your platforms. I don't know about TikTok, but I will make sure. I'm a big TikToker. So but I did follow you on Facebook and your Instagram already. So
Okay.
I will share content, tag me in content. Sharing is caring. Okay.
Yes, definitely.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Miss Lydia Flores, for coming on tonight. I appreciate you, and we'll hopefully get to see you soon.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right.